I thought marketing and sales is manipulation. I almost wanted to puke when I hear these words a few years ago, until I realized that what marketing and sales actually is to offer the soul of your business and your offers or your products the stage that they deserve. That's it. Marketing and sales is offering your products, your offers, your services, the soul of your business, the stage that they deserve. Welcome to the Seeing in the Dark podcast, the podcast for the women of the ancient futures, women that see beyond eyes and know beyond mind and are here to make a change from a deep communion with the mystery of life. Seeing in the Dark is about walking paths that have not been walked before and daring to show up for the mission and dream life that is knocking on your door. My name is Nicole Costerus, mystic, medium, initiated priestess, and here to take you into the mysteries of purpose, power, ritual, and intuition. May you embody your own unique essence so deeply that your vibration naturally teaches, inspires, and assists others. Let's dive in. Welcome to this week's episode, which I am recording for the second time. Oh, it's so funny. I recorded the whole episode, sent it to my content manager, and then she said, there's no sound. I'm like, what? So here I am recording this episode around 6 ways to translate your offers into words that sell. And I want to share with you why I'm choosing such a business type of title, because you might go, Nicole, 6 ways to translate offers into words that sell. The reason why I chose to do an episode about this topic this week is because I noticed with the almost 65 women that have gone through my 6-month mastermind, what a lot of them had in common is they had difficulties to find the right translation from that mysterious soul of the business that has a certain frequency, a certain vibration, the mysterious flavors in their essence, to translate that actually into clear language that your audience understands, that your audience feels pulled towards, that's something that they were struggling with. Now, one thing that I want to get out of the way immediately, when I say to translate your offers into words that sell, I don't mean that you need to come up with something to manipulate your clients or try to get them to sell. No, what I mean is to give words and clear, simple language to the soul of your business that for some of us can feel like this ungraspable vibration. And how do I clearly translate and communicate that to my audience? Now, one of the reason why I say this thing about the manipulation is because that's how I felt. When I started working with my mentors or in the masterminds that I joined, I realized very quickly that I use very deep language. And I think this is the case for everyone. When you study something, when you are an expert at something, you develop or acquire a certain language through the years of experience that you're having in that modality, but also through the community that you surround yourself with, right? There is a certain, in my case, a certain spiritual language, a certain esoteric language, and a lot of people didn't really understand what I was talking about. So when I would start selling my first offers, people thought it was beautiful, but there was something in the connection that wasn't being able to be made because the language was too esoteric, too vague. People didn't fully understand, okay, but what is in it for me? What are the transformations that I actually go through? And so I remember my coach, she went through my page, she said, but what do you actually mean with this? So what are the women actually going to learn when they join your program? And questions like this are so important to ask yourself. So over the years, this changed a lot for me. And these 6 ways that I share with you today have been 6 ways that made a really big impact on the messaging and the communication that I'm having with my audience. So number 1 is to never doubt your multi-passionate heart ever again. What I mean with that is most of the women, maybe not all, but most of the women that come into my spaces, into my free events, into my programs like the mastermind, they don't have only one modality or only one passion that they've studied with. They usually have acquired from different methods, different traditions, different studies, a unique collection of experience, and that makes them a multi-passionate woman. Many of them are a little bit like how I was, because it's the same for me. For 2 decades, I've been studying with a big variety, from journey therapy to art coaching to massage and bodywork to energetic healing to different ancient traditions, like studying with the Yawanawa people in the Brazilian Amazon, studying African voodoo in West Africa, studying with indigenous traditions, many places in the world. And I had these many moments where I felt, why can I not choose only one modality? It would make my messaging so much easier. And I started to try and choose one thing. And actually, there was this one point in my business journey where I realized the one thing is actually at the core of all this variety. And the one thing is what I'm embodying. And instead of trying to search the one thing in one technique or one modality, the one thing is the unique combination that you are. Yeah. So each method, each technique, each tradition touched and woke up a part of you. So never ever doubt anymore your multi-passionate heart. And always remember that each study that you've gone through, each training that you've been with, each tradition that you've tasted from is a super relevant part of your journey. Yeah. And your one message, it's not in choosing that one technique. Your one message is at the core of the vibration that you are. Yeah, so never doubt your multi-passionate heart anymore. You do not have to choose only one modality to create one clear message or words that sell. And this is something that we go deep into the 6-month mastermind, You Are a Soul Leader, which starts on the 27th of September, which is only in a few days' time. And with this group of women, we're going to see, what is this one core message that you are embodying underneath all these different modalities that you've been studying? Yeah. And for me, for example, there's also one episode that I made about that I will actually link below this episode. It's having one clear message as a multi-passionate woman. So if that's something that you want to learn a bit more about, or like, what do I mean exactly? You can also listen to that episode. But what it was for me, I light up when I see women have a deep connection with the mystery of life. And it doesn't even matter if I'm the one offering or facilitating that. When I see that happen, regardless where or facilitated by who, I just light up. I feel fulfilled when I see them in a deep connection with the power of their intuition. I feel fulfillment when I see them in connection with the mystery, whether that is when they study mediumship with me, whether that is when they are building their business, whether that is when they're walking down the streets. It doesn't matter. That's what lights me up. And then inside of that, the transformations that I love to offer is to find a deep trust in your intuition and to crystallize the gifts that you have in there. For me, it's when I can facilitate a space where you can access and embody your greatness and your power and your leadership and dare to take a stand in the world and fully show up with that. I light up when I see women connect to the power of ritual and ceremony and either participate or facilitate sacred spaces in temple. And underneath all of that, I love it when I see women in deep communion with the mystery of life. And what I mean with that is surrender to a deeper intelligence that is orchestrating everything. So it's about releasing personal control and surrendering to a deeper intelligence that moves you. That's one example. See, so these things that I just named about me and my work are things that are underneath all the different modalities, all the different techniques, and all the different things I've been studying. And it's a very clear one message that comes out in different expressions, but a very clear one message. So that's number one. Number two, words that sell doesn't mean be inauthentic or manipulative. It means translate the mysterious soul of your business in clear language that speaks to people. Yeah. This is something I had to learn, like I said at the beginning of the episode. Something I had to learn is that implementing marketing and sales strategies is not there to manipulate your audience. And this is what I believed. I thought marketing and sales is manipulation. I almost wanted to puke when I hear these words a few years ago, until I realized that what marketing and sales actually is to offer the soul of your business and your offers or your products the stage that they deserve. That's it. Marketing and sales is offering your products, your offers, your services, the soul of your business, the stage that they deserve. And you are the spokesperson for that. Because if you are not the spokesperson for that, then who is? Unless you maybe have a team member that is the spokesperson for it, but it needs to come through you or your team. Yeah. I understand why so many of us have a resistance towards marketing and sales, because manipulation is being used a lot by companies. But I believe that the new way of marketing and sales is all about standing in the fullness of the beauty that your offers have, standing in the fullness of the transformation that they can bring into the world. And when you can stand in the fullness of that, it's so much easier to sell your offers to your audience. And whether you like it or not, you are doing marketing and sales already if you have your business. You might do it like very minimal, but every single time that you share about your offer, that's marketing. Every single time that someone transfers money to you for a service or a product that you provide, it's sales, right? So you're doing that regardless. So you might as well learn about it, embrace it, and fully show up for that stage that you want to offer to the soul of your business and your offers that you have in there. So to shift your perspective about marketing and sales being manipulation or trying to get something, into realizing that marketing and sales is giving your offer as the stage that it deserves. That's all that's needed in order to embrace marketing and sales. My business went through the roof when I started to embrace that more, because you can also be shy about it and feel like, oh, I don't want to bother my people. But when you turn around, because we're often too much turned towards the audience and we think, oh, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to send too many emails, not too many posts. I don't want to feel like I'm pushing or anything, and we become too humble. We stay hidden in the launches for the offers that we love so much. And when you would turn around and look at the soul of your business and look at your offers and decide, you know what? I am going to give you that stage that you deserve. I am going to show you with the fullness of my heart and all the love in my soul to my audience. And then your experience will completely change, because you will no longer feel like you're bothering your audience. You will actually realize that you're doing the soul of your business well, that you are actually respecting the soul of your business and honoring the soul of the business that has been choosing you for this exact reason, to bring it into the world. Number 3, this is one that I've been called out by my mentors a lot. Number 3 is to remember that you are an expert in the thing that you're doing, and that your language most of the time is way too complicated. So simplify your language. Simplify your language. When you are so deep in the matter of whatever you are teaching, you forget a little bit that not everybody speaks this language, right? And I see this happen so often. I see the most amazing, experienced, and deep teachers that use such an esoteric language that I have no idea what they're saying, but I know that they have an amazing teaching to bring. So if they could only simplify their language and make that connection between where they are and where their audience is, and bridge those two worlds together, it would make a huge difference in the power of their work and the expansion of their work and the reach of their work. So when you can simplify the language, it doesn't mean water down the power of your offer. It just simply means your offer still has the amazing depth. Your offer still has that deep experience and quality, yet the way you communicate about it makes the connection to your audience, so that your audience actually understands, that's the transformation that this program will bring me. That's actually the openings that it can provide. This is why I would actually join this program. So simplify your language. Number 4, stop focusing on techniques and methods and start focusing on the transformations. Something again that I see happen a lot in the online space, and something that I did also at the beginning of my business journey. Because instead of focusing on the transformations that my session would offer, I would focus on the techniques. I would say, come and do this journey therapy session with me, or come and do a reading with me, or come and book a massage with me, right? So it was focused on the methods or the techniques that I was working with. Until, again, at some point when one of my mentors called me out on it and she said, start communicating so much more about the transformations that you're offering. So instead of saying, hey, come and do this specific massage with me, you could say, come and do this session with me. It will help you to feel relaxed in your mind and in your body. Or come and do this program with me. It will help you to find a deep trust in your intuition. Or come and join the session with me and it will help you to feel more free in yourself and your life. To focus more on the transformation is where people can connect so much easier, because not everybody knows the advantages of massage. Not everybody knows why you should do a psychic reading. Not everybody knows why they should do this journey therapy. Like, I never even heard from it, some might think. Right? So it doesn't mean that you cannot ever name the methods. Fine. If you want to name them, you can name them. But don't over focus so much on them. Rather see, when I work with these techniques I'm working with, what are the transformations that I see become available in my clients? What do I see is opening up inside of them? And communicate from that space more. It will help to make that bridge between you and your audience so much better. Number 5, be specific and speak to the things your clients are longing for or struggling with. Again, many people might not know why they would actually join your program. Why would I? But when you can speak to their longings and sometimes to their struggle, my marketing is not super focused on the struggle, but I do include them, because when I see, like now in the mastermind, 64 women have gone through it, and I see 60 out of the 64 struggling with this specific thing, then of course I'm going to speak to that. So when you look at your clients that you've been having so far, what are some of the similarities of their longings that they're having? What are some of the similarities of the things they're struggling with? And can you speak more to that in your posts, in your stories, in your newsletters? Can you give examples about how you've been dealing with that in your life? These are always the content that does best in my world. When I start to share about, hey, you know what? I was also struggling to translate the soul of my business into words. And this is 6 ways on how I did that. That's helpful for people. Yeah. So start to pay attention to, what are the things that your clients or potential clients are struggling with? What are the things that they are longing for? And be specific. Dare to be specific in that, because the more specific you can be in that, the more people will also be able to relate with that. Now, number 6, this is one that I also really love, and I will also explain a bit more what I mean with it. But number 6 is, give your clients what they want on the front end. So that means in the marketing, in the promotion, on the sales page of your program. Give them what they need on the back end. Because often when I work with women on simplifying their language, or communicating more clearly about the longings and the struggles of your clients, they might feel like, oh, but then I cannot really, like, I really want to communicate about this deep ritual with this specific techniques, and like it's not super relevant for your audience. Now when you go to the sales page of the mastermind, you don't really see what type of rituals or ceremonies we're going to do exactly in the leadership calls, for example. But what you do see is which transformations are being offered. So you can see that one of the leadership calls will be all about daring to unhide yourself and become truly visible. You'll be able to see that one of them goes about deepening your ability to receive love, support, and money. You can see that one of them is about accessing and daring to embrace your greatness and power. And I'm not going to say we're going to do this specific ritual and we work here on it. No, it's not relevant. So you give on the front end what people want, and they want to know, why would I join this? They want to know what's in it for me, basically. What is the transformation that you're offering? Yeah. And then on the back end, I give them what they need. So I give them these specific rituals. I give them these specific business tools. I give them this step-by-step plan. Yeah. So give them what they want on the front end, the transformations, the openings, the transformations, and give them what they need on the back end, your deep wisdom, experience, and knowledge. So these are the 6 ways how to translate the soul of your business into language that speaks to your clients. And let me know which one is your favorite, which one you would like to try out and implement in your business. And also know that in a few days, we start a new round for the You Are a Soul Leader Mastermind. It's a leadership and business mastermind, a unique combination of energetics and shamanics and practical step-by-step business tools, because I can see when I started to bring these two together that Women of Ancient Future started to blossom into her potential. And so these are 6 months where you have calls where we focus more on embodying your greatness, cultivating more of your confidence, finding that energy to fully unhide yourself and truly become visible, deepening your ability to receive money and support. And then also there is these step-by-step business tools where you will learn how to go into your sales and marketing with joy, how you can release the resistance towards that, how you can create offers from a deep connection with the soul of your business, and then also align your content and your promotion plan to that, how to offer webinars that sell, and to fully be yourself in that without feeling like you need to do this in this specific way in order to sell something. No, the new way of leading comes for me through so deeply embodying your own unique essence that you become a walking transmission of it. That means the new leadership is all about being you, nothing more, nothing less. And that's what this mastermind is designed around, to bring out more of you, to align your offer so they feel deep alignment with you. There's so many different topics. You can find all of them on the website. Just naming a few of them, like we will be working with how to launch your online course in connection with your intuition, which I call psychic launching. And then there is a whole buffet of extra business tools of how to set up your podcast, what's important in collaborations, powerful email sequences that sell, and so on and so on. So this round even, we included a live day where we come together in person. And for the ones who it's not possible to come to the Netherlands, we'll set up an online way so you can still join. I mean, this is an all-inclusive and all-round package for laying a solid foundation in your business. And there is still a few final spots left for a discovery call with me if you feel the pull to join, but you want to know if and how exactly the mastermind can support you. So if you feel that pull, the link is below this episode. You can sign up for one of the last spots for the You Are a Soul Leader Mastermind, the discovery call to start with maybe, and I would love to see you there. And otherwise, let me know which one of the 6 ways to translate your offers into clear language that sells was your favorite. And I always love to receive messages on my Instagram or Facebook. Wish you an incredible week and see you again next week. Much love.